All right, it looks like the Warner Brothers, they're going to be rebooting the Superman franchise. So that means that Henry Cavill is not going to be Superman, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not sure if it's confirmed or not if Henry Cavill is no longer going to play Superman, like, period. But they brought in JJ Abrams and they're going to be doing another Superman movie, I guess, in a different universe. I guess it's kind of similar to how they are doing the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, where that's a separate universe. Okay, and I have no problem with it, because when you think about it, when you read comic books, you have different versions of Superman, you know, and you have different versions of Batman, Spider Man, Hulk, Iron Man, and all those characters. Um, it's just different versions, and sometimes they may be out at the same time, or you might be a fan of one version and then they come out with a different one. But anyways, they're going to be using Calvin Ellis. Now I'm excited about this one. Number one, this Superman is African American. But number two, I'm also excited about this one because he's destined for greatness. Of course, his last name is Ellis. You know, while other people are thinking, well, Calvin Ellis is destined for greatness because he's a Kryptonian who becomes the president of the United States of America. That's great and all, but what makes him even greater, what increases his probability of being great and phenomenal, is that his last name is Ellis, man. Like me. But anyways, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Now, I'm not too familiar with the character. I mean, I know of him, but I haven't seen too many I haven't seen any animated movies or shows or anything with him in it. I'm pretty sure he's probably in some, but I need to do more research on the character, and I will. And when I do, guess what? I'm gonna do a video and I'm gonna do a podcast on it, so that way you can listen to it and watch it. All right. But I I I have I think I have the casting choice on who they should pick. Now, a lot of people are saying Michael B. Jordan. Listen, man, Michael B. Jordan can't play everything. If he does, I got no problem with it. But man, listen, Michael B. Jordan has played Johnny Storm. He played a hero in the movie The Chronicle. You should see that movie. Came out in 2010. Real good superhero origin story, original story. Okay, he played. Hey, he's Apollo Creed's son, Adonis Creed. That's a superhero right there. To me, that's a super. I mean, that character right there in that franchise is just as important as all the other comic heroes. Okay, real talk. Okay, and hey, he played Killmonger in the Black Panther movie. Now, there's rumors that he might end up becoming the Black Panther or Black Panther in a different time frame, like in the multiverse. Not sure, but I heard rumors that he's gonna be back, and it's good that they're bringing him back because he's very important to the franchise, and he did such a brilliant job as Killmonger. I mean, to me, it was up on the level as Loki in the Thor movies, and you see, we still getting Loki, and we even got a Loki series coming out in June that eventually I'm gonna talk about. All right, but I do know, like back in 2019, Michael B. Jordan, him and his people from his team, they was in talks of potentially doing a Superman movie with Calvin Ellis. Calvin Ellis. Like that name. Ellis, boy. But anyways, they never did agree upon anything. Not sure what happened but maybe they bring those talks back to the table. Maybe they bring that back to the mix. But if Michael B. Jordan, and if he plays it, I'm fine with that. That's dope. I mean, but I'm curious, like, man, like, is he? Hopefully, he'll still play star in Black Panther if he's gonna do that. If he's gonna star as Superman as well, I think that'll be cool. But the guy that I think that if they don't use Michael B. Jordan, that I think that could potentially play Superman is Rege-Jean Page. I said the name right. Rege-Jean Page. If you don't know who that is, you should check the show out, Bridgerton. He's He's the male lead. He's played Simon. Dude is awesome, man. The dude can act. But let me tell you something. I caught on to his acting in the 2016 remake of Roots. Okay, if you haven't catched it, you can watch it on Hulu. All 5 episodes. It's a limited series. Each episode is like an hour long, so it's five hours total, 5 episodes. And he plays Chicken George in that movie. He does such a brilliant job in that movie. Prior to watching that movie, I did not watching Roots. There was nothing else that I seen him in. Okay, but he did such a brilliant job. And when you see certain people, you can just tell that whether if it's a man or a woman, boy or girl, you can just tell that what this person is going somewhere. This person here is gonna. They got the it factor. Not only can they act, they got that it factor. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just tell some people. And I think with this guy here, man, I think in the show Bridgerton, dude is awesome. Now I watched the show because, hey man, this dude, he's not the only good actor on there. It's a lot of brilliant actors on there, okay? But this dude right here is really breaking out, and a lot of people are starting, are like, wow, where did this dude come from? This dude is brilliant. Now you got most of the females, they like him as eye candy, but to them he's eye candy and he can act, okay? Me, I just focusing on the acting and stuff, but I see how that's what I'm looking for. I see how females respond and stuff when this dude is doing interviews and when he's on the show, and I'm like, wow, this dude here is like a rock star, man. He is like a rock star for real. I just watched. Me and my wife we watched SNL last week, and Rege-Jean Page, he was the host of SNL. And Colin Johnston mentioned in an interview, he said, man, with the whole COVID, we're only allowed to maximum capacity of 20 to 25% in the audience. And he said, man, when he was out there, the crowd was responding as like it was about as loud as it would be if it was 100% occupancy, and he went out there, he was like, man, like everybody was just like starstruck, and he generated a real good response from the audience on SNL, and he did a brilliant job. You should check it out. It was, and that's the cool thing I like about when actors and actresses they go on SNL because sometimes you get to see a more comedic role from them, or sometimes they may do a serious comedic role. It's kind of diverse. They're just like I remember when The Rock got on SNL for the first time. You got to see him do a whole bunch of diverse. You got to see him play a whole bunch of different type of roles that you normally wouldn't see him in. So the same thing with Rege-Jean Page, and I think this guy here, he has the swag to play Superman. Not just the swag, he has the look, and he has the acting chops. And the cool thing about it is that a lot of times, like you take Henry Cavill for example. If you didn't watch the show Tudors, you probably didn't know who Henry Cavill was. Okay, he wasn't the star of Tudors, but he was one of the stars. He was the secondary star. Okay, but brilliant job. That's a real good show. Check that out. That's on Showtime. All right, but I thought Henry Cavill did an awesome job as Superman. Think about it, there's still a lot of people, the masses, they wasn't familiar with Henry Cavill until he became Superman. All right, just like how many of the masses they wasn't familiar with Rege-Jean Page until he starred in Bridgerton. Okay, now I do believe that you put him as Superman. Oh man, like I say, I don't know the whole background story with Calvin Ellis. I got to do my research, but I think this dude can play that role. Real talk, man. He can play that role. I think he can do that. He could bring charisma to the character. Because it's, but my only thing is that the thing about it with the Superman character, it's they always portray Superman as, a lot of people, they don't like it when Superman has that edge to him or displays swagger. They expect Superman just to be just a goody two-shoes type person. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you take, for example, what Zack Snyder did in Man of Steel when Superman killed General Zod. You had people outraged because Superman never kills. Well, here's the thing. Superman wasn't out there just trying to murder General Zod. Did y'all not see the whole scene? You're forgetting the context of the scene. They're in the museum and General Zod literally said, if since you love them, okay, you can mourn them. Meaning he was trying to kill that family in that museum. You know how I know this? Because he was intentionally shooting lasers out of his eyes to destroy that family. Now, General Zod put Superman in a position to where either either Superman continued to just try to subdue General Zod, and let's say if he may successfully subdue him, but there's going to be casualties. This innocent family who has nothing to do with anything on this, or you'll be forced to kill General Zod, who was once your father's best friend, and who's the last representation being that you know of your planet, right? And yeah, the world you came from. So he killed him, but he didn't want to kill General Zod, but he had to, because if he didn't, General Zod was going to kill that family and more people and more people. All right. But a lot of people didn't like that. And I'm like, man, listen, Superman is a fictional character, but listen, the human side of him, guess what? He goes through things. He goes through things. I mean, he's not perfect. He has all the powers that you could ever want. The most powerful superhero of all time, I believe. But guess what? Everything doesn't go perfect for him. And that's the beauty of it, because nobody wants to watch a Superman movie where everything just go easy for him and there's no struggle or no hurdles or no conflict or anything. Who wants to watch that? I know I don't want to watch that. All right, not for no 2 hours. But anyways, I think Rege-Jean Page, I think he would be a real good casting choice to be Superman. I mean, in this iteration of it. But hey, man, I still support it if Michael B. Jordan gets it. I don't know. So that would be a cool thing. Hey, Michael B. Jordan did bring it to the table back in 2019, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if he's expected to be a producer or anything on it. But hey, if not Michael B. Jordan, hey, Rege-Jean Page, people. Student of the Game podcast.